Grand Elevations. Good morning, family. How is everyone doing this morning? It is a cool morning. I had to put a sweater on this morning, right? I'm out here in the garden, and it's a cool 66 degrees. Feels good out here, though. Gonna check my crops, see, what needs to be watered. See if I have any more green beans to pick. See, soon I'm gonna have to, because with this cool weather, I'm gonna have to, because they have blankets, but I'm gonna have to do something different to keep my plants growing and warm, right? I have a tomato that's ripe. I'm gonna pick that this morning. Check to see if there's any more green beans. And look, the zucchini is growing. So by next week, I should have another new zucchini. Halito brother, Frank, Halito, Brittany. So I'm out here checking my soils, and because we had a couple of hot days. It's dry, but it's moist on up under there. Like, don't be scared to touch the dirt, y'all. Don't be scared to touch that dirt. Oh, yes, you're going to love it. It's the best thing, the fresh zucchini that you grew yourself. Anything that you grow yourself and you taste is going to be absolutely delicious. Doing some pruning too, some of these dead leaves. Okay, I don't see any more green beans. A couple of little ones, and I'm going to leave them on there. Those are little teeny ones. That one can grow a little bit more too. Alright, that's it for the green beans. That's awesome. So you got you some zucchini growing. I see a few shoots, but it seemed like only one at a time. I've had a couple of people tell me that I need a bigger container. You know what I'm saying? So I just, zucchini bread. It is delicious. I love zucchini bread. I had some fried zucchini. I think I want to fry this one again. My husband made a good batter on it. See, it's a few of them in there, but I need a big, like, the same height, but rectangle, long, pot for my zucchini and my squashes. Because I have two different kind of squash and one zucchini. This is the zucchini plant. Let me see. This is my new, and I just planted this a month ago, right? Added more dirt the other day because it's got so many blossoms that's blossoming and falling off, and it's going to push the fruit out. This is butternut squash here. This is yellow crooked neck squash, and this is yellow crooked neck squash. I gotta put these in a bigger container because, see, they need more room. The squash grows up out of the bucket. Not since not with them green worms, Frank, since I had been treating it with the 7 dust once a week. But my next thing is going to have to get, look at that, it's time to pick that cayenne so it can promote others to grow. That cayenne is ready. My cayenne pepper is ready to be picked. I'm going to pick that today. I'm going to pick that tomato today. These I may let one be a green one for a fried green tomato. But I'm gonna have to get some shelving and see, like, stuff like this, the fresh basil, I can take inside. Good morning. I can take inside and grow. It's some Miracle Grow fertilizer for indoor growing herbs. Right? But what I'm going to have to do is get some thank you. I'm going to have to do is get some shelves. I'm going to get me some shelves. And I'm going to rearrange this whole patio. I'm going to get some shelves and some LED lights. Grow lights for the winter and some plastic covering and make my own little greenhouse. So I can grow during the winter and get some more blankets for when it get cold. But, you know, this is also time to grow winter crops. I'm waiting for my bell peppers. They've been flowering. See? These are yellow and orange bell peppers. I'm waiting for them to produce a bell pepper because it's been producing a lot of the flowers. I don't know if it changed colors. I don't know. I was asking my husband, do you think it's going to get bigger? Because I moved it from the shelf. See, I took everything from the shelf because it was growing so tall. It was hitting the lantern. So I moved it from there to here in this pot. And it's been like that for a couple of weeks. Like, I don't know if it's going to grow any bigger. I'm going to check and see if it changes red. So I might not pick it yet, but some stuff I can grow indoors, like the fresh herbs, the basil. I may take my tomato plants indoors as well. And my bell pepper plant, the biggest one at least. Because I got red, green, yellow, and orange bell pepper plants out here. This cucumber one need a bigger pot. It's finally growing. But and this fresh ginger need a bigger, longer pot because it's got new sprouts to it. And I grew this from kitchen cuttings. So, like, I need some new pots and some more dirt. I know. And then start preparing for the winter. I'm looking for some collard greens, some turnip greens. You know what I'm saying? I'm looking for some winter crops to plant. But I need to do something with these so I can continue to grow. No, I wasn't successful with the dill, bro. Like, the dill wasn't... The fresh rosemary didn't grow that I had in that other shelf thing that was on the other side. That didn't grow. The dill didn't grow. My daughter's cilantro. Something ate up all the cilantro. Like, soon as it grew, but then something ate it. You know. Since I've been treating them once a week with the 7 dust, I haven't had a problem with the bugs like before. You know, I don't have a big problem with that anymore. It's chilly out. Well, it's supposed to go up to 80-something degrees today. It's really cool right now. I got a birthday party to go to. My granddaughter turned 8 on the 1st, so she's celebrating her birthday today. It's Labor Day weekend. And usually Labor Day kicks off my celebration for my birthday, even though my birthday ain't till the 13th. But I'm having a party on the 12th. So, but it's Virgo season, y'all. Thank you, brother. Feathers up. Feathers up. It was a census worker here, taking census, trying to take one of my neighbor's census. And, you know, I was telling her that I did my census online. And I told her that, thank you, brother, I will. I told her that, you know, I did my census online and I'm American Indian. I told her what tribes I'm from. And another neighbor was like, oh, you know who you are. I guess I am. I even know the admixtures. You know what I'm saying? And I know that my people were from here and they weren't from Africa. So I'm not African. I'm not African American. I'm not black. I don't subscribe to that shit. I am American Indian. So she was like, oh, that's why you wear the feather in your hair. I see. I said, yes, the feathers. I said, my turquoise. I said, turtle. And she was like, well, what does the turtle mean? Right? And I showed her my turtles. Got turtles everywhere. Turtles. And she was like, well, what does the turtle mean? I said, well, the turtle is for Turtle Island. I said, the name of America. She said, well, you teaching me something. So I was like, okay, sister. She was a melanated sister as well, you know. So I asked her, you know, have you ever heard you had Indian in your family? And she said, yeah, I did, but my grandfather said, we black, this, that, and the other. I said, okay. I said, have you done your genealogy, your family tree? I said, have you traced your people? I said, it's easy to do, you know. It's easy to trace your people. They have several family tree sites. And I said, not that DNA shit, because DNA can't tell you who your third or fourth great-grandparents were, what tribe they were in, where they fucking lived, where they were born, where they died, what jobs they had. No. Only genealogy, paperwork with genealogy can tell you that. Right? Like my cousin Phoenix say, with the No Grandma Killers tour. They in Texas right now. Y'all, many blessings up. The ancestors are with y'all. I love you all. No grandma killers. Don't let nobody tell you who you are. Research for yourself. Research for yourself. Some people might be quite surprised. I'm not saying there aren't people that aren't African American here, but not all melanated people here in America are from Africa, and that's all I'm saying. So I'm going to do my my workout here in the garden and see what I can pick. I know that tomato is ready to be picked. I don't think I have any more green beans. Got like one serving of green beans, but let me see. I gotta check on that cayenne pepper. I don't know if it's gonna turn red or not. But hey, salute, Chief Nedger. How you doing? Alito. I gotta find out if I can pick this cayenne yet. I know this is the first one, but I know with everything else, once I pick something, it promotes others to grow. My little tomatoes is ripe. And I just chop off fresh basil when I want it. And the fresh tomato with basil, see, I need more land. If I had more land, I would have rows of crops. Swore up and down that the Confederate had nothing to do with the Iroquois Confederacy. She was not trying to hear. Oh, well, you know what, brother? It's in history, and anybody can look up the information or go to the library or even, pull it up. Halito, Itik, hi, beauty. Anybody can look up that information, okay? And it is true. A lot of their stuff they got from our ancestors. How they set up Senate and all of that is from our ancestors. You know what I'm saying? They just don't know. I know by next week. Because last time, my first zucchini last week, when I seen it pop out like that, it took 1 week. 1 full week for it to come out. Just hope we have some warm weather. This hasn't been the warmest and sunniest summer. We had a hard growing season. And especially for first-time growers like me, like this is my first vegetable garden ever, and I'm growing it in an apartment on a patio, right? I haven't like worked in gardening in the yard and growing vegetables since I was a kid with my pop-pop. And my pop-pop, when he retired, he went to all his children's homes and he planted beautiful 4 o'clocks in the front. And those are flowers that open for 1 hour every day at the same time. It didn't exactly open at 4 o'clock, but they were called 4 o'clocks. And in the backyard, we had corn growing. I mean, stalks of corn that was taller than my mom. We had corn, we had cabbage, we had tomatoes, cherry tomatoes growing. We had all kind of vegetables growing in our backyard. And my pop-pop, my step-grandfather and my real blood grandfather were both from Georgia. I know you be getting too angry. Just block them. You know what I'm saying? Just block their asses. Ain't nobody got time for that. We need to start our winter garden. I know, sister. I know. I was just saying that. I was talking to Mr. Waltho. He was saying he was searching for some collard greens for a while, but somebody sent me a link. Cousin sent me a link. Cousin Liz sent me a link to where you can order the collards and kale. See, the green leafy vegetables is what we should be planting now. And carrots and stuff that grow in the cold weather. And the roots, maybe onions, potatoes. I gotta check it out. But we need to start doing the winter garden now. Right now, I gotta stabilize this garden because I would like to keep it going during the winter. But I don't have a lot of space. So I'm thinking of alternative ways. If I can get a couple of shelves, maybe a shelf on this wall, a big shelf, and a shelf this way, connecting, big enough, and run some LED lights and get some plastic covering, then maybe I can grow some of this stuff still during the winter. Man, I wish we had a seed exchange. I did have one beautiful sister sent me some seeds. And, like, I got some of her squash and stuff growing now. But we need, all of us, we need to start collecting seeds and just have a seed exchange amongst us. You know what I'm saying, sister? Phoenix, Nate, Nadi. We need our own little seed exchange. It is really cool this morning. I'm surprised. I guess the fall is coming in. I had to pull out one of my sweaters that I had packed away and stuff and whatnot. Yeah, that would be great. That would be great. So yeah, it's beautiful. It's quiet and peaceful out here in the morning. When I'm out here in the morning in my garden, look, nobody else is out. It's just me and nature. Listening to the birds. Talking to my vegetable plants. Pruning and see if what need to be watered. Picking my tomatoes. And it's just me and nature. Yes. Okay, I'm with it, sister. Ichi. Let's start getting some seeds together. I had some, but I used a lot of them in my gardening class. I need to get some with that. And guess what somebody told me, y'all? And I did not know this. People that have food stamps, did y'all know that you can buy vegetable seeds with food stamps? I just found that out 2 weeks ago when I went to, yeah, it's beautiful. It's clear, it's cool, it's 66 degrees, it's crisp. But I just found out a couple of weeks ago when I went to go visit Brother Bones and his beautiful family. I found out that he told me that people that get food stamps, you can buy vegetable seeds from like Walmart and Target and stuff like that. Maybe not Home Depot, but like Walmart, or you can buy vegetable seeds with food stamps. And I did not know that. Oh, it's cloudy in Dallas. I'm supposed to be in Dallas with y'all. Oh, I really am so disappointed that we couldn't make Dallas. But we'll try to make the next one. You know what I'm saying? We got to do some things to set up our business. So, yeah. I wish y'all all have a wonderful time. Get all that information that y'all need about y'all families there in Dallas. Help others. See all the beautiful Indians. Because I'm going to tell you, the No Grandma Killers tour Atlanta changed my life. It changed my life. It really did. And I thank Cousin Phoenix for that. Y'all don't realize how many businesses started since the No Grandma Killers tour Atlanta. A lot of businesses started. Thank you, sister. Thank you. Thank you. We working on it, honey. Working on it. Start working with a financial planner for my business yesterday. And she helped me set up a lot of that stuff. She helped me set up. And then I went to Bones' house a couple weeks ago, and he helped me set up the LLC. Actually, I just had to pay for it. The license. I got some more licenses I have to pay for, though. Like my cottage license. And I know my husband had that safe serve from his job. I think he need to renew that. But, we just want to make sure all our ducks in a row. I really do need to grow some sage. But I would like to grow the white sage that we use, that we burn. Because I burn my sage. As far as the sage that you use as a herb to cook with, I don't use it a lot unless I'm making stuffing for Thanksgiving. Yep. My lighter going out. Now this is an African. Look at this lady. That's an African. She always walk by and stare at me and don't say nothing. Stare at my garden. Always. All my other neighbors speak. She never spoke. But people want to say we them. We're not them. Okay. Oh, blue sage and black sage. Damn, I never heard of blue sage or black sage. Yeah, but they don't fucking interact with us, even if they live in our communities. That's where people got it fucked up. When these Africans come here, a lot of them come here and they get white status. A lot of them do, not all of them. The North Africans definitely do, and a lot of the Middle Eastern do. They get white status. Indian from India, they get white status. But they don't fuck with us like that. And when the Africans do live in our neighborhood, they don't even speak. They don't even fucking speak. But you want to say you them. You want to say you're from the lost tribe of so-and-so without doing your fucking genealogy and shit. Exactly. Yup, sister. Asians too. Yeah. A lot of them come here and they get that white status. And see, that's why they look down on us and want us to pull ourselves up by our bootstrap, but they on our fucking land and getting more opportunities than we are as Americans. First Americans. God damn it. I'm in the laundry mat yesterday, and people just, I'm looking at what's going on, and people gotta realize what the hell going on politically. Like, who's really doing stuff to pass laws and pass stuff to help our communities, and our communities first. Like, really, it's time to shake some shit up. It's time to shake some shit up. It really is. I was in the laundromat talking about Trump 2020. They was looking at me like, oh, for real? Yeah. He talked about giving the stimulus to the Americans. He was talking about not letting all these immigrants come over here and get all these jobs from us Americans. Why should my children, grandchildren, compete with immigrants for jobs that should be theirs first, or business opportunities? If you look at my motherfucking community, it's 3 goddamn melanated black owned businesses in my fucking community, and I'm talking on 2 sides of Six Flags Drive in Austell, on both sides of both shopping plazas. I can count one barbershop, and I'm talking about Black American. Barbershop is owned by Black American. Now, the African braiding salons, they not us, right? Thank you, brother. They not us. They don't fuck with us. They don't even speak to us. They live in our neighborhood. Them Africans don't fuck with us like that. But you want to call yourself African without fucking doing your genealogy. They don't fuck with us like that. We don't fuck with them. Like, they'll take our money and our business. You know what I'm saying? Because we are the fucking money. We the money. We are the money. When we realize that shit. Okay? Why can't our children, as American Indians, in HUD Section 3 business and public Indian housing, we are supposed to be getting the contracts. We are supposed to be getting the doggone opportunities to open our own businesses and shit and contract, because our ancestors, they signed these treaties just like these other countries, and these immigrants signed treaties with our countries, but so did our people. Our people signed treaties too, so we should be able to get business doggone opportunities. Why can't I have a daggone store in that doggone thing and open it up, like, and get those grants? And these people come here and don't pay taxes for 7 years. Right? And I'm not racist. I'm just for my people. Come on now. I'm for my people. I'm tired of seeing the suffering. Tired of saying, you know, when I went to that Cobb County meeting and seen all them young, intelligent, hardworking mothers that lost their jobs because of this pandemic, and now they're being evicted, and all the schools are shelter in place. They're virtual right now, so these kids are not only losing their homes, they're losing their place where they learn. It's downright inhumane and criminal. One sister, she knew she was Choctaw, and she told them people, just like I told them, you know, I'm Aborigine to this land. It's my land. That girl working 2 jobs and had an 18-year-old son that's working, and she still live in her van with 8 children. She lives in her van. So these are crimes against humanity, to me. See a young woman that knows she's Choctaw and told them people up there in Cobb County she knows who her family is, and she's working 2 jobs, and her son 18 working a job, and they still are homeless with 8 children sleeping in her van. And these are the causes that I care about. I care about what's happening to my people. I truly love my people. I love them all, even the ones that's hard-headed. Even the ones that think I'm crazy. I love them all. Somebody just pushed the mad sign. But yeah, I love all my people. Halito, you know, it's just sad when you see them women tear up and cry and tell their stories, you know, and to see the whole Cobb County Commissioner, I guess that's like their city council, and they all sitting there with their masks on, and just, you see nothing in those politician eyes. Nothing. When them women were crying. That's why I recorded the whole meeting. That's my civic duty as an American, to let other people in our community know what's going on. That's my civic duty. That makes you hotter than fish grease. Something my grandma used to say. That's a good one. Hotter than fish grease. They can't be human, Sister Lisa. They can't be. It's sad. And they just sit there. They had their mask on, and their eyes were just vacant during every woman's testimony of how this pandemic has left them homeless. And not only homeless, their children don't have no home or no school now. It's sad. You know, I got up and spoke my feelings, because also I feel like Cobb County could be doing more for their students. Where is our tax money going for the schools? Now they talking about open up the schools. After my children and got devices and computers and this, that, and the other, and invested in their homeschooling virtually. Flu season about to come up again. What are they trying to send them kids back to school for? Like, no. My children's going to homeschool their children. So, but where's the money for Cobb County schools going? I asked them that. And then y'all evicting these people that got children in these Cobb County schools that now don't have a home or a school. It's just crazy. I don't know, but I know her family is from Mississippi. She's from Mississippi Choctaw. And I don't know where her family support. I don't think she has any family here, Sister Kim. And it's sad. No, my grandchildren not going back. They all got computers and laptops and desktops and stuff that they've been logging in and doing their schoolwork on. Exactly what they trying to do. And we are very strong, resilient people. No, it's time for us to start stocking up on our herbs too, y'all. Halito, everybody that's joining, it's time for us to stock up on our herbs. I really want to get to Home Depot and start looking at some herbs that I can grow indoors. Healing herbs, like so we can brew our own teas and stuff. I got my fresh ginger growing, because last winter, I'm telling you, I bought so much ginger and made so much ginger and turmeric tea. The last one I brought, I used from kitchen cuttings, and I planted, and now it's done sprouted 2 more. I have to get a bigger pot, a wider pot for that. Exactly. Yes. Yes, it is time to grow the way I am. It is time to grow. And hopefully all of us, every day, we learn something new and something different, because we supposed to. We're supposed to learn something new every day. Thank you, beautiful Sister Lisa. I'm learning, and as I learn, I'm gonna share what I learn with you all. Um, I have a lot of people that help me. Um, Mr. Waltho helped me a lot. Sister Kim Benson helped me a lot. She's even sent me seeds from uh from California. Some of her seeds she sent me out here I used in my gardening class, and also I got growing out here. Some of the stuff she sent me. What we really need to do, and I just was speaking with Sister Phoenix Nadi, we need to get together a collection of all of us, get some seeds collected, and we have a seed exchange amongst each other. And that way we won't run out of food to grow. You know what I'm saying? Exactly. That's how we build. And we build together. Like, we need to build together. We need to do this group economics and buy some land together. Okay? That's what we need to do. We need another new Indian Wall Street. What they call Black Wall Street was actually Indian Wall Street because they were Cherokees. And a lot of people don't know that, except for the people that are in my indigenous family. We know that. What they call Black Wall Street was actually Indian Wall Street. And we need to get together and buy some land together and farm some land together, have our own farmers market, have our own communities where we can have our own unincorporated counties and have our own police. This is the things we need to do. Have our own fire department, have our own subdivisions, and our land that we sell at a reasonable price. Once we obtain this land, sell to a reasonable price to other American Indian families that want to do group economics and open businesses with one another. I'm well. Good morning. Good morning to everyone that's joining, and thank you for joining. You right, absolutely. And you know what? That takes a lot. You have to really do your genealogy, like Sister Lyran Cypress said. You have to do your genealogy. I'm still looking for land patents and land for my family. So, like, really, I'm gonna have to pay a professional to do that for me. That's something I'm going to have to do. But right now, I'm putting everything into our business. Everything I'm going to put in the business first. But you're right. I was talking to Brother Bones, though. He was saying down there in South Central Georgia, I asked him how much an acre of land costs down there. He said you could buy an acre of land down there for $5,000. Do you know what you could do with an acre of land? And for $5,000, you could put a couple of homes on that and farm with even half of an acre to start with. That's pretty big. Oh, I'm glad I could help, Sister Brittany. You know, I'm sorry. I wish you could have too, brother. We all learning, though. This has been like a 4-year journey so far for me. But like I've always known as a kid, my grandma, my mom always told us that we were Indian. We had Indian in our family. We were Indian. Just didn't know how much and how many tribes until I started researching and even know what admixtures, what Europeans came over here and married into our bloodlines. Now that's what I'm looking for. I know my mom's people is from Kings and Queens County, Virginia, and Richmond. Now I done traced them so far 8 generations in Virginia, in Kings and Queens County, and I'm not finished doing my genealogy. This is going to be, I'm actually working on another line right now. This is going to be a lifelong thing. You know what I'm saying? But I know my mom's people is from Kings and Queens County, Virginia. The Fauntleroys. The Fauntleroys were also married into a lot of other lines down there. The Waits, Waities, Brown, Jones, like we Carters. I'm even married to a Carter. You know. So yeah, when I find my family's land, I'm going after it. I'm going after it. Because my children and grandchildren and great-grandchildren and all 7 generations ahead deserve it. They deserve it. But we still can buy some land too. Especially at $5,000 an acre. That's cheap. That's cheap. We could do some group. I know. We talked about that at the Atlanta No Grandma Killers tour, Sister Lisa. Carters are Accomack. Yep. Carters are Accomack. And I met some Carters that's also Pamunkey too. Yep. So we family. Who's a Thomas? Because I have brothers that are Thomases. My stepfather was a Thomas. And he was a Thomas from North Carolina. Yeah, my brothers are Thomases. We have the same mother but different fathers. My stepfather was a Thomas from North Carolina. I know you're a Carter. I married a Carter. So that's how I'm a Carter. I married a Carter. And guess what? He's from Philly like me, but his people is from, the Carter line is from Staunton, Virginia. So I've been doing some of his genealogy too. I have to pick it up. I haven't been doing a lot of it. So is my husband. He's an original Carter. Actually, in his name, he's a 3rd. His son is a 4th. And he has a 5th too. His son has a 5th. So that namesake, and I've traced that name in Virginia. His whole name. It was on somebody's post that traced, I think it was Sister Tayana. She posted it, and it was a memorial with William Carter on there. That's my husband's whole name. He's an original Carter too. And his people come from Virginia. And that William C. Carter, that name come from Staunton, Virginia. From his bloodline. Then his mother's side is from Maryland. I traced them to Maryland. So a lot of our people is from that DMV area. Right? Delaware, Maryland, Virginia area. Oh, wow. Y'all got Thomas and Raleigh. I can't remember the town my stepfather was from, but his brother is on my page. So I'll have to ask him. I have to ask Unc what town in North Carolina they from. Because I really would love to do their genealogy too, but I've been working on mine, and really mostly mine and a little bit of my husband's. But I really want to do my brother's genealogy too, because we have the same mother, and he's the one that says, we're blackity black, 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 y'all. We blackity black, black, y'all. He think we from Africa, even though our mother told us that we are Indian. Wow. My mother said, we're Cherokee and Irish. She told him. I had a big disagreement with him a couple of weeks ago because he called me a black bitch on Instagram. First of all, when I grew up in Philly, like, you gotta understand my age group. Like, I'm about to turn 51, right? And bitch was a fighting word to us. Like, it was never a term of endearment. Like, me and my friends didn't walk around calling each other, yeah, bitch, ho, no. That's a fighting word. We ain't play that shit. We ain't fucking do that. Like, that shit ain't cool to me. I don't play that. Don't call me no bitch. I can be a bitch if you want me to. But, call me Mrs. Bitch. Okay? Anyway, that's never been a term of endearment for us, right? Calling us bitches and hoes. Not in my era, and still today. I don't play that shit. So, you called me something that I didn't like, which is a bitch, then you called me black. And I'm telling you, we're not black. We have the same grandmother, because we have the same mother. We may have different fathers, but I'm definitely going to do his genealogy, because my stepfather, he cooked squirrel from North Carolina. He fished, he hunted. Africans don't eat squirrel. That's a delicacy that's only an American delicacy. From the South, Eastern woodland Indians hunt rabbits. They hunt squirrel. They hunt coon. They eat that shit. I never ate it. He offered it. He made it smell good. He made some squirrel with some gravy and shit. And my mom tried it or whatever. And he was like, Davita, may he rest with the ancestors, my stepfather, Timmy. He said, Davita, I made some squirrel. You gonna try some? No, Pop. I can't do it. I couldn't do it. But ain't nobody gonna tell me that he African when I know he used to hunt squirrel. He doggone hunted rabbit. He fished. Like, we would go to Wildwood every year. Wildwood, New Jersey from Philly. And every year we go to the shore. My husband and my stepfather would go to the docks and get some fresh fish. They, you know what I mean? And bring it back to where we were staying and fry that fish up. So ain't nobody gonna tell me that my stepfather was from Africa either. Because I believe he was, his family, I believe that Thomas name in North Carolina, I believe they were aboriginal to where they from. Right? Halito, Brother Lorenzo, Halito, everybody that's joining. Yeah, they eat all kind of stuff that we don't eat. Like, and then we eat stuff that they don't eat. Right? Exactly. Some people love squirrel. Now, I've tried rabbit. I've had rabbit. I've had duck. It's just certain cuisines that we have. No, ma'am. Sister, I had to laugh at that one. I might have to pin that comment. I'm going to have to pin that comment. No, he didn't eat no foo-foo. And that's for damn sure. He ain't eat no foo-foo. Oh, let me pin that. He did not eat no foo-foo. He ate stuff that was indigenous to America. Yes, my husband has some gator ribs in the freezer now. You're not even knowing. Like, he ordered from Louisiana and it came special delivery and some dry ice. He had gator drumsticks, gator ribs. He got some gator sausage, but it's mixed with beef, so he can't eat that because he don't eat meat. But yeah, he do gator gumbo. His gator gumbo is delicious. It is delicious. That's funny as shit. I'm still laughing at that foo-foo. Hell no. Yes, deer. They hunt deer, venison. You know what I'm saying? This is stuff that we eat. You know, raccoon. I said coon. They call it coon. You know that's country, right? They call it coon, though. But that's what it is. They eat raccoon. They eat all that. This is stuff that's indigenous to here, right? So, yeah. So I had a disagreement. I still love my brothers and sisters. I might have to block them every now and then, and might, I still pray for them. I still love them, but we're not African. Okay, I'm the family historian. I have great aunts that are in their 90s. I talked to my great aunt. I talked to my dad's cousin, which is my second cousin. I talked to my elders, and they still give me information. They still giving me information. And my great aunt told me that I have gotten farther in my genealogy on our family than anybody in our family. And I'm still working. I don't got it all either. I looked at my family tree yesterday. I have almost 1,500 people on my family tree. Like 1,400 something. You know? My mom used to cook duck. Oh, she makes a duck with orange sauce. Duck à l'orange. That's French for duck with orange sauce. And she makes it good. Delicious. You know, a duck is a very greasy bird, she said, to cook. I never cooked one, but she said it's very greasy. You have to, get all the grease out of that bird. And, a lot of those things you have to cook the wild out of. Got to cook the wild out of those things. But yeah, you got to try that doggone, if you eat gator, my husband make a gator gumbo. And I didn't think I would like it. My phone about to die, so I'm going to have to end soon. But I didn't think I was going to like that gator gumbo. It was delicious. It was really delicious. Yes, ma'am. That's how you find out, Sister Brittany. You hang with Granny, baby. Hang with Granny and get all that information. I wish I could hang with my Granny right now. She's in Philadelphia, and they had her she's doing okay, but since that pandemic hit, they haven't been really letting anybody visit your people in nursing homes. She's not in a nursing home. She's in a rehabilitation center because she had got sick. She has her own apartment, but she's been sick. So nobody really been able to see her. But, they've been talking to her and FaceTime and stuff like that. But I miss my grandma. She just had a birthday, too, August 22nd. I'm her firstborn grand on my father's side. I'm the first grand on that side. You are hilarious. Oh, shit. Yeah. We eat corn and cornmeal and cornbread and collard greens and fried chicken and shit. Y'all gonna laugh, but y'all know, especially the people that doggone tasted my husband's food, he could make me anything I wanted for my birthday. He asked me what I want to eat for my birthday party. I asked for soul food. All I want is some of his good fried chicken with some doggone potato salad, collard greens, and some yeast rolls. I'm gonna order the cake from another melanated sister. You know what I'm saying? I got to do that this week. Thought I was going to do it today or yesterday, but I'll wait till a few days before. I'll call it next week. But yeah, I'm telling you, all I want is some damn soul food, okay? He can make me anything I want. Like for our anniversary, we ain't got to go out to eat. He went and bought some lobster tails. He had some crab meat, and he made us a delicious romantic meal, and we stayed home. Oh, I got an aunt that used to sit there, especially when she was pregnant. I don't know what it is. Used to always eat that was it Argo cornstarch. Yup. My aunt used to tear that cornstarch I don't know if she still eats it. I don't know. I have to ask her, but she used to tear that cornstarch up. I know what's gonna get you with that. That had me dying. Hell yeah. Yeah, that was hilarious. That had me dying. And anybody in the Atlanta area, if y'all want to order a cake, I know a very, very good cake decorator and designer, and she makes her cakes from scratch. They taste delicious, and I love how talented she is. You should see her cakes. Follow her at the Snack Pantry on Instagram and just look at some of her work. She do children's cakes, all types of children's cartoon characters and stuff like that. But she does some very nice adult cakes too. So I'm gonna order me a doggone a nice little henny cake, cause my birthday and my son's birthday is 2 days apart. But since my birthday is on a Sunday, I want to have the party on a Saturday, which is the 12th. And my son's birthday is the 15th. Exactly. You know what the hell you eating. But sometimes I like to go out just to have a date. Sometimes you just got to get out. You know what I'm saying? Yes, Sister Lisa, it's called the Snack Pantry. She bad. Check her cakes out. She do cupcakes. She do all kinds of chocolate cover strawberry. She do infused liquor cakes. She do adult entertainment cakes. She does everything. So check her out. Her name is Sister Stephanie. She's bad. She is bad. And she's a new business owner as well. Okay, she has her LLC, and she's awesome. Me and my son had ordered our cakes last year from her, and I definitely am going to get my cake from her this year as well. Yeah. So yeah, I'm going to finish my little joint right here and pick my tomato. I think that's the only thing that's ready. I'm going to look and see. I'm trying to see if that cayenne pepper is supposed to turn red, ain't it? I don't know. I don't think it's going to get no bigger, though. Because it's been like this for like a month. It's been this size. It's pretty big. It's been like this for like a month. So I'm going to research. Because I know once I pick it, then these other will grow. Because you see that? It's a baby one right there. But they won't come out until I start picking my first one. I noticed that with the zucchini. I picked that first zucchini last week, and look, this one popped up 2 days ago. And it's more right there. Well, thanks. I mix a little gardening with genealogy and some politics. I've had people just unfriend me this week for some of my views about my politics, because I'm just not going to go with the yes, her cakes are so moist. Moist and delicious. Yes, they are delicious. Let me see. It's good to talk to Granny because she revealed to me who her father was. Man, when she did that was it. The door opened for so much history in my family's last name. Exactly. If you read, yes, at the Snack Pantry. Yes, yes, sister. Yes. I'm telling you. I had a dear friend, and she's not with us no more. She's an ancestor now. And she was in the community. Her name was Rosalind Cross. She lived in Seattle, and before she moved to her homestead with her mom in Virginia, right? She was in Washington State, though, first. But she was really instrumental in making me search my people, and she looked at pictures of my family and was like, Davita, did your people ever tell you was Indian? I said, yeah, my grandma did as a kid. She used to tell us, you know. And she said, well, you need to research your family. So I got a family search. That was the first thing. I found only a little bit of stuff on family search. When I actually paid for a subscription for Ancestry and start talking to my great aunts, talking to my grandma, getting the names of her people from Florida, getting the name of her real mother, because her real mother died. My father's mother's real mother's died when she was 4 years old from tuberculosis, from TB. They didn't have a cure for TB. But she was Seminole, and she married a white Irish, Calhoun. That's my father's mother. My father's father is from 2 Bayesian Arawak parents. My grandfather, Leroy Emerson Pilgrim. His parents, Harold Pilgrim and Carmen Harewood, is from Barbados. So when I start unlocking some of that stuff and tracing those lines, you know, and when I get stuck on one line, I cool off on that line for a while, and I just go to the next and go to another line, you know, and start researching that. Yes, very moist cakes. And she got other desserts too. Check her out. She's awesome. And she's right in Marietta. She's in the Atlanta area. You're absolutely right. I agree. Because, you know, I think actually the Democrats and Republicans are both horrible. And we always have the choice of the least of, what they always say, oh, we have to vote for the one that's the least of 2 evils. Why? Why must we always vote for the least of 2 evils? This is why we have to get our own political pacts together, get our own people that's American Indian and know they're American Indian in politics. Thank you, Sister Brittany. Love you and see you next time. I thank you and appreciate it. I wanted to go with something different than a turquoise since it's fall, something a little darker, and then September, and my birthstone is sapphire, so I went with something sort of like a sapphire blue. I be being creative in my old age now, 51 almost. But I'm enjoying this morning. It's so peaceful still out here. I'm gonna finish my joint and check my plants to see which ones need watering. Y'all have a wonderful day. Y'all enjoy that No Grandma Killers tour, and I'm there with y'all in spirit, okay? And I will see y'all in Virginia. So let's keep praying to the ancestors to move all them obstacles out the way so we can be there in Virginia for that 4-day event. I need to come there because that's one of my and my husband's ancestral lands. So I wanted to come last year, Sister Lisa. I really did. You know, with my back, I can't do road trips like that. That 3-hour ride to Bones' house last week, I was hurting for 4 days after that. So I can't really do road trips like that. That's why me and my husband, we like to fly. You know what I'm saying? We fly to a lot of our destinations because, like, I'm not as young as I used to be, and I can't sit with the degenerative disc disease I have. It's hard for me to do road trips, but I will fly. Yes, me too. Ancestry helped me a lot. Yes, miss you too, and I hope to see you soon. And thank you again for the shout out for Carter's Creations Catering, Sister Lisa. Peace, y'all. Y'all have a wonderful day. Peace. Peace, love, and light.